A car engine generates power from the expansion of compressed air in a contained cylinder with the help of fuel. That's why it's called as internal combustion engine. Before getting into the working, let's see the main parts involved in the working of an engine. First, the crankshaft. This is part which converts the linear motion of the piston to a rotational force. Next, the piston and piston rods. These pistons will be pushed down by the expansion of compressed air and turns the crankshaft. And valves which controls the flow of air and fuel into the cylinders. These valves are driven by the intake camshaft and the exhaust camshaft, and the camshafts are driven by the crank itself using a timing belt. There will be idler pulleys and transitions pulley to hold the belt tight in place. This is the internal structure of 4-stroke inline 4-cylinder dual over, which is commonly found in most hatchbacks and sedan cars. A 4-stroke engine should be passed through 4 different strokes to complete one cycle to produce power. They are intake, compression, power, and exhaust. The crank to camshaft ratio is 2:1, which means it will take 2 crank revolutions to complete the 1 camshaft revolution. And camshafts are designed in responsive manner to open or close based on the corresponding strokes of each cylinder. Let's look at a single cylinder and see how 4-stroke engine works in detail. In order to ignite the air-fuel mixture, as a spark plug is used. This will ignite the compressed air-fuel mixture with the help of an electrical spark. We will take it down by each stroke. Intake stroke. The inlet valve opens and the downward movement of the piston creates a suction. This pulls the air-fuel mixture into the cylinder. Once the air-fuel mixture is in the cylinder, compression stroke begins compressing the mixture. As the time both inlet and outlet valve stays closed. At the end of the compression stroke, the air-fuel mixture is ignited by the spark plug. The explosion exerts pressure and pushes the piston down. This is the power stroke which produces power of the crank. As the exhaust stroke, the outlet valve opens as the piston pushes out the burned gas. The cycle starts again from intake stroke, keeping the engine running and produce power. For a carburetor engine, the air and fuel are mixed inside the carburetor assembly and fed to the cylinders. In the case of fuel-injected engine, the fuel is injected into the intake manifold directly into the cylinders. Since the only power stroke produces power, you may wonder how the engine turns continuously. Well, the answer is the crankshaft itself. The flywheel and the crank counterweights provides momentum, which keeps the crankshaft from stopping immediately. For a 4-cylinder engine, considering any time instance, one cylinder is always its power stroke, which produces more power and less vibrations compared to a single-cylinder engine. And that is how a car engine produces power in a simple.